We in an Orthodox Bible, the books of the prophet, we in Jeremiah chapter 2. God charges against Israel 2:1. Again, the Lord said, and thus says the Lord, I remember your compassion and youth, and your love and maturity, so as to follow the Holy One of Israel, says the Lord. Israel, the beginning, and his harvest was holy to the Lord. All who devour him shall transgress, and evils will come upon him, says the Lord. The worship of Baal, the false god. 2:4. Hear the word of the Lord, O house of Jacob, and all the families of the house of Israel. Thus says the Lord, what transgressions have your fathers found in me, so as to go far from me, to follow after vain and worthless things? They did not say, where is the Lord, who led us out of the land of Egypt, who guided us into the wilderness and an unknown and untrodden land, and land that was waterless and barren, in which no one traveled, and where no sons of men dwelt. I brought you into Carmel to eat its fruit and its good things, but you entered and defiled my land, and made my heritage an abomination. The priests did not say, where is the Lord? But those who handled the law did not trust me, and the shepherds acted profanely towards me. The prophets prophesied by Baal, and walked after unprofitable things. Therefore I will yet bring charges against you, says the Lord, and I will bring charges against the sons of your sons. For pass by the islands of Chatnam, and see, and sends to Kedar, and consider diligently. See if such things happen. Rather, nations will charge their gods, and though they are not gods, but my people charge their glory to glory from which they will not profit. Heaven was amazed at this, and was exceedingly horror-struck, says the Lord. For my people have committed two evils. They forsook me and the fountain of the living water, and hewed for themselves broken systems unable to hold water. Forsaken the Lord. 2:14. It's not Israel a slave, a household and servant. The young lions roar at him, and with their growl, and made his land desolate, and her cities were demolished, no longer livable. Also the sons of Memphis and Tahpanhes, and know you and mock you by forsaking me. And did you not bring these things upon yourself, says the Lord your God? And now what concerns of yours is the road to Egypt, or drinking the waters of Nile? Why concern yourself about the road to Assyria, or drinking the water of the rivers? Your own rebellion was chastening you, and your vices will convict you. You will know the experience, the bitterness of your forsaking me, says the Lord your God. But I have taken no joy in you, says the Lord your God. For from old you have splintered your yoke, and have broken your chain to pieces. You have said, I will not serve you, but I will go to every high hill, and under every shade tree, and indulge in my fornications. I planted a fruitful vine for you, one most healthy and sweet, and yet you turned it into a vine of unknown to me, with the taste of bitterness. And though you wash with soap, and even more use lye and yourself, still you remain defiled in your wrongdoing before me, says the Lord. In what way will you say, I was not disciple of Baal, nor am I defiled? Considered your ways which lead you to the common burial place. Know what you have done, for Baal's voice cries out late in the day. He extends his ways over the waters of the desert. For he is borne along as by the winds, in the desires of his souls. He is given over to them who will turn him back. All who seek him will not grow weary, but they will find him in his humiliation. Therefore turn your feet away from this uneven path, and from the thirst in your mouth. For he says, I will act like a man, because he loves strangers and goes after them. The sons of Israel and their kings and their rulers and their priests, even the prophets, shall be ashamed, like the shame of the thief when he is caught. For they said to a tree, you are my father, and to a stone, you have begotten me. And they have turned their backs to me, and not their faces, yet in the times of their evils they will say, arise and save us. But there are the gods, and you made for yourself. Will they arise and save you when you are in oppression? For in the same number as you have cities, O Judah, you have gods according to the numbers of throughout of all Jerusalems, but yet they sacrifice to Baal. The denial of sin. 2:29. Why do you speak to me? All of you have been ungodly. All of you have acted lawlessly against me. Says the Lord, in vain I struck your children, for you accepted no chastisement. Like destroying a lion, a sword devours your prophets, but you did not fear. Hear the word of the Lord. Thus says the Lord, was I really a desert to Israel, or a barren land? And then why did my people say, will you not be dominated, and no more will come to you? Can a bride forget her ornaments, or a virgin and her breastband? Yet for days without numbers my people forget me. Yet what good will you practice in your ways so as to seek love? None. But you also did evil so as to defile your ways. The death of the innocent souls was found at your hands. I did not find them by digging in the earth, but under every oak tree. Yet you said, but I am innocent. So let your anger turn from me. Behold, I pass judgment against you because you say, I have not sinned. Why did you deal so very contemptuously so as to repeat your ways? But you will be ashamed of Egypt as you were of Assyria, for you will go out and henceforth with your hands on your head, because the Lord rejected your hope, and you will not prosper in it. He just laid down that law. Jeremiah 2:13. For my people have committed two evils. They forsook me, the fountain of living water, and hewn for themselves broken stones unable to hold water. 2:13. In both the old covenant and the new, the problem is the same. People forsake God, the living water, and damage in the containers in the place of God's dwelling. As Orthodox believers, therefore, we adhere both to Christ and his church. 2:23 about Baal. Baal was the idol god of the neighboring nations, and the unfaithful Jews became his disciples. Following this, that any false god leads to death, a common burial place. That's right. Jeremiah 2:23, repeat your ways. Is literally redoubling your path. When we sin, we usually do the same thing over and over again.